Welcome to the Dead by Daylight Evolution Challenge introduction video. In this video, I'll be covering what this challenge is, how it is done, the rules themselves, and how to calculate your points at the end. All in all, once it's explained, it becomes quite simple, and if you need to refer back to this video for any rules or details, be sure to like the video so it's saved in your likes playlist. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. What is the Dead by Daylight Evolution Challenge? It is a challenge I had created where a player chooses a killer character to play. You start with the most basic or worst skin, no perks, no add-ons. You may use an Ebony Mori if you'd like, but the objective is to get 4 kills, or 4K, every match. If you get a 4K, you get to evolve into the next skin in line. If you don't, you have to stay with that skin until you get a 4K. After every match, you earn a free perk. However, you must roll a D20 to determine if the entity rewards or punishes you for your performance. Then, you must roll a D20 again to determine your mini challenge for the next match. If you fail your mini challenge, you must roll with disadvantage for your next trial. Rolling with disadvantage means you roll a D20 twice, but take the lowest roll. If you rage quit, it counts as a loss. That's the basic explanation for the Evolution Challenge, but you're probably wondering, what are the rewards and punishments? What are the mini challenges? And do disconnects count? I'll tell you what, how about I go into those details now. Every killer has their own number of skins to choose from. Some more than others, some a lot more than others, which makes it a true challenge, yet skin count will be capped at 9. Now, not every skin has to be used since a lot of them are recolors, so you can use any variation that you choose. Some are from past events you can't obtain anymore, and there's even a killer character that is no longer obtainable, so we won't be counting him for this challenge, nor those skins. However, every killer has a P6 bloody skin that must be obtained and used when counting skins. If there are certain skins you wish to use, you may use those skins, but you must complete the challenge in the set number of skins per killer. If you do not wish to purchase skins, you do not have to. Just continue the challenge without changing skins. However, if you can, you must change to a new skin every match. Be sure to leave the best for last. Here's a list of each killer and their skin requirement. Feel free to pause the video at any time. So, now you know how many matches you need to win for every killer. Yet, you still need to know how the entity works in all of this, and how you go about using your D20. After every match, you will roll a D20 for your reward or punishment. Every killer character has the same rewards and punishments. You roll a nat 1, that means no perks, no add-ons. You roll a 2 to a 5, you lose a perk. You roll 6 to 10, you gain 1 add-on or 1 perk. Roll 11 to 19, you gain 2 perks, or 1 perk and 1 add-on. Roll a nat 20 and gain your full kit, full perks, full add-ons. Now, the mini challenges. You must roll a d20 again to determine what challenge the entity bestows upon you for the next trial. However, the entity might grant you favor if you roll a nat 20, which allows you to skip an evolution, and counts for getting a free perk. Remember, if you fail a mini challenge, you must roll with disadvantage for your next trial. Disadvantage is rolling a D20 twice and taking the lower roll. Each mini challenge set is different for each killer and will be displayed now. Feel free to pause the video at any time. Now that we've covered rules, your D20, skins, and all killer mini challenges, it's time to get into explaining how scoring works and how to tally up your evolution points. It is highly recommended to record your evolution challenge attempt and post it for authenticity. These challenges must be conducted organically and not through custom lobbies or custom games. Feel free to @ or tag me in your uploads because I'd love to see how skilled you are at tackling this challenge. Just be sure to include Evolution Challenge in your title and credit Bryzord in your description. Thank you. Scoring and evolution points are calculated to give you a rank. The more evolution challenges or killers you complete, the higher your score and rank goes up. The max rank is 40, and it sits at 1,345,500 evolution points or higher. Now, let's get into what you are scoring and how points are calculated. Total playtime. Max points sits at 10,000. You get full score for under 5 hours of play. Anything at or over 5 hours and you only get 5,000 evolution points, or EP. Time starts as soon as you see your killer in the map on the very first trial and stops as soon as you either activate the final kill animation or hook your very last survivor. If you need to pause your time played, you must actively quit your game. Even sitting in queue or menus counts towards your time once you've started. Losses. Max points sits at 15,000 for 0 losses. Each loss accrued, which means no 4Ks, is minus 1,500 evolution points for every loss. 10 losses means you get 0 evolution points for this category. Rage quits count as a loss. Wins. Max points sits at 4,500. Each win counts as 500 evolution points and means the max amount of wins is 9, which is the max count for some killers. Do survivor disconnects count as wins? If the entire lobby disconnects and all you are left with is bots, then you must kill every bot. If you disconnect from a match due to a connection issue, it does not count as a loss or a win. Kills. Kills are counted as follows. A 4K is worth 1,000. A 3K is worth 700. A 2K is worth 400. And a 1K is worth 100. There is no max for kills, and you should be rewarded for your work for the entity. Iridescent add-ons used. Max is set to 10,000. Every time you use an iridescent add-on for a trial, you must take 2,000 points from this score. 5 matches with an iridescent add-on sets the score down to 0. Rage quits. Max is set to 20,000 points. Every rage quit is equal to a minus of 5,000 evolution points. 4 rage quits sets the score down to 0. Evolution skips. Max is set to 37,500. Rolling a nat 20 is an impressive feat and should be rewarded. Each nat 20 you roll is worth 7,500 evolution points. However, that means only 5 nat 20s will count towards this score. Disadvantages. This is your penalty for disobeying the entity and foregoing your mini challenges. Each disadvantage you earn for each trial will earn you a -5% off your total score per disadvantage. That means with enough disadvantages, you could have a score of 0. Now, finally, ranks. There are 40 ranks each with their own name and evolution point ranges. You may consider yourself a Dead by Daylight Evolution Challenge Master once you reach the rank of 40. I will be showcasing the ranks and the ranges now, so feel free to pause the video at any time. Alright, that's it. That is the Dead by Daylight Evolution Challenge. Remember, to be considered official, you must record and post your attempt with Evolution Challenge in the title. Please be sure to credit me, Bryzord, in the description. It is greatly appreciated. Feel free to look back at this video at any time to refresh yourself on the rules, scoring, and everything else. I recommend you like the video so it's added to your liked playlist, and feel free to subscribe as well since I'm going through every killer and doing the full Evolution Challenge myself. I've already completed Xenomorph, and you can see that video here. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comments section below. I'll try to respond as soon as I can, but thank you all for watching, and I'll see you back in the fog.